Have you ever wanted to build a wooden ship? That's an interesting question, isn't it? Because I know everybody that watches the channel here, most of you guys are probably all plastic model builders. But yeah, when I got back into modeling, that was during the pandemic, 2020 to be exact, I decided that I was going to build a wooden ship. Well, it didn't go too well, so I kind of went back to plastic modeling, and then I started this channel, which you guys have hopefully been enjoying. I've been enjoying it, building these kits for you guys. But my very first wooden ship that I tried to build, and maybe I was a little bit too optimistic at the time, it was this one right here. Yeah, so that's the Mayflower. And I got a decent amount of work done on it, as you can see here. So, and it's a very large vessel. I think when it's fully built, it's like 22 inches in length and 17 inches tall and all that. So it would be a fantastic looking display piece if I had ever finished it, which I didn't. I started running into problems because I didn't really understand exactly how these wooden models were supposed to go together, you know, and what was involved in that. So, next thing you know, I run across a 3-model kit, all wooden boats. And this kit is supposed to teach us all the way of thinking when we come to build these wooden vessels, and it's supposed to prepare us for building things such as the Mayflower. And this kit, which you can find at Model Expo online, I'll put that right up here if I can remember to. I will put the link in the description if I can figure out how to do that, but I think I can. So, but this kit, this is the one we're going to look at today, and it is a 3-boat kit, and it's supposed to come with all the tools and all of the paint and brushes and all kinds of stuff. So I thought, now this is their shipwright. Become a shipwright of old, a wooden boat 3-kit combo. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take a look at this Model Shipways kit of 3 different vessels, all in 1/24th scale, I do believe. Yep, they're all 1/24th scale. And see what's in the box here. So the whole idea behind this is once you complete this 3-boat series, that you have acquired all the skills necessary to build a larger vessel, or ships of the line, or whatever else you want to do. So let's jump down to the bench and take a look at this nice little kit here, and see what we have. So okay, I didn't do this on the big screen because this is a large box, as you can see. It says, become a shipwright of old, a wooden boat 3-kit combo. Copyright 2021 Model Shipways at modelexpo-online.com. And this is kit number MS1437. And that's really about it. There's nothing else there. And we got the same sticker on the other end. Alrighty. So as you can see here, it's on my mat, and the box is fully 18 inches in length here. Now what we have here is 3 models. We have a dory. That's the first kit that they intend for us to build, and then a sailing pram, and then a lobster smack. Really nice looking boat. Now, none of these are military, of course, but the whole idea of building these is that we're going to learn how to, hopefully, learn how to build wooden ships. So, become a shipwright of old, a wooden boat 3-kit combo, brief description. Learn to build fine wood boat and ship models. Start with an 1800s traditional fisherman's dory at skill level 1. So the the dory there is a level 1 kit. Included are 24 packages of 24 packages of instructions, tools, paint, and glue for your first build. Continue at skill level 2 with a fully planked historic Norwegian prime. I think I'm saying that right. Finally, the Muscongas Bay Lobster Smack at skill level 3, and that will prepare you for any larger woodship model you choose, even a 100-gun warship. So the dory specifications here: length is 10 inches, width is 3, height is 1.5, and is at scale 1 and 24. The pram is 12.5 inches long, 4 inches wide, 15.5 inches high, and it is also 1/24 scale. And then the smack is 14.5 inches, 3 3/4 inches wide, and height 14 inches, and it is also 1/24. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this open and look at what is in here for us building these wooden vessels. Now, I will just go ahead and tell you that this is a supplemental build to my regular build series that I do and post for each and every Friday. So don't worry, if you're not into wooden vessels, you can follow along for sheer entertainment. But don't worry, we're not going to interrupt our normal programming of doing our plastic kits, because I love doing the plastic kits, and I get a lot of satisfaction out of that. So, I don't know, can I get this open right here? There we go. So anyway, let me get rid of that. That's the order sheet. I should have took that out. And as you can see, now this kit's kind of heavy. We have instruction booklets and inventories and, oh goodness, full-size plans and tools and all kinds of stuff. Look at all this. They give us some clamps. That's nice. We even get paintbrushes. We get a hobby knife with a very different type of blades than what I normally use. And we have glue. And we have tweezers. And we have sandpaper. Yeah, 2 sandpaper. And we have bags and bags and bags of stuff. But let me get these right here. These are Model Expo's own paints, and we're supposed to have every color in this kit that's required for building all 3 of our vessels. So this kit comes with all of these. That's nice. And then we get all of this. So let's take a look in depth here of everything that we got here in this box. So we're going to start with our tools here. So we get a spring clamp set, and these are the 2-inch minis that they have. They say it's a high tension spring with rubber tipped jaws. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of them come in the packet right there. Okay, so just made in China, of course, but that's the way that goes. So we have clamps, and then we have some, looks like really nice brushes. I don't know, 3-piece brush set, and these are supposed to be all we need for our painting and detailing out our 3 vessels. There's that hobby knife, and it does have kind of a drop tip there. It's probably for strength. You know how the regular number 11 blades, you always break the tips off? So this would be very, very durable. It looks durable. I don't know how sharp it is, but we're going to find out. Strong and lightweight, and it does have a plastic handle. So we get 1 handle, 6 blades, and a PVC box that has our extra blades in. So that's nice. Now they give us these tweezers. They're just regular straight jaw tweezers there, nothing special or exotic. And we have 2 sheets of sandpaper here. So we have 220 fine finish and 150. So those are our 2 different grits that comes in there. And then they also give us yellow wood glue for gluing our kits together. And I don't know if this is enough glue to do 3 kits. I guess it depends upon how much I waste. So, yeah. So, I mean, at least they got us started anyway. It's at least enough to get one done, I imagine. I don't think we use that much glue, but... And then, like I say, it comes with all of our paints here. So that is 10 bottles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 10. Now, it comes with primer, whole red, yellow ochre, Bulwark's dark green, natural stain, a medium gray there, whole copper red, warm white, a wood conditioner. So that's not a paint, that's a conditioner. I don't know why. I don't know what to do with it, but we're going to figure that out. And then we have clear satin for sealing everything in. So those are the paints that it comes in. So nice. So here's all of the kit parts, and I'm just going to pull everything out. I need to sort anyway. We're just going to take a look at all this stuff here. The one thing I want to check is see if there's anything loose floating around in the box. And doesn't appear to be. We're in good shape there. So let's see. Pram. I don't know what this goes to. I think they're all supposed to be marked. So this is the Norwegian pram. As you can see, these are all laser cut. And they are packaged like so. Looks like we got a base there. So that's a pram. That's our smack. I don't know where that one goes, but this is also for our pram. Put that over there. This must be our what do you call it? Our dory. It doesn't have a label on it. It says dory, but it's got to be the dory. And that'll be the first one we start off with. So there's our pram. So apparently there's not a whole lot for. Oh, I bet you this is for the pram too. I mean, not the pram, but the dory. I believe it to be with the dory. So I'm gonna stick that right there because it's not marked. Everything else is marked. So, so here's our 3 boats basically. We've got our dory here, our Norwegian pram here, and then our Mascongas lobster smack. And as you can see, we have sails for those. That's nice. And we do have masts, wood for those, rope, as you can see, and there's some photo etch in there. All right, so they give us some photo etch for something, and some eyelets, and there's some tube and rod. And here you can see the thingies for your oars. I don't know what the thingies are. Are they for the oars or the sails? I don't. Or well, we'll figure all that out, I guess. And here we also have those metal parts in for our lobster smack. Now this is that white metal that's called. I think it's called Britannia. It's a soft white metal. So. And we got our rigging rope and stuff like that, and copper wire. There's also some loops, and I can see some blocks in there. Eyelets, all kinds of neat stuff there. So, strips of brass, there we go. So, ought to be interesting. So the whole idea here is to build one boat at a time, and starting off with the simplest one, and then when we graduate from that one, we'll move on to our pram, and then we'll move on to our lobster smack. So that's what we get in the kit there, plus all the tools and the paint and the paint brushes, and so that's pretty cool, considering that the whole kit goes on sale from time to time. Right now, I think that they run when they are on sale, they run about $120, and you get all 3 vessels. So the ideal is once you're done building all 3 of these, you've learned enough to be able to tackle bigger vessels. And then maybe I'll get back to my Mayflower, get that done. So what we can do is go ahead and put these back in the box so we don't lose anything. Just like so. And we take a look at the paperwork. So first up, we have a parts list for our combo. So we have our dory, our pram, and our lobster smack. And first page is our tools, glue, and paint. They tell us everything that's in here: the tweezers, the mini clamps, the paint brushes, sandpaper, the hobby knife and blades, and glue, all of which we've seen. And here are our paints. Let's see, it should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So you can always check your inventory sheet to make sure that you receive everything in the kit. And if not, you can just contact these guys and they will send it to you. Also, let's see, we've got the Lowell Grand Banks dory. And that's our parts list there. Tells you everything that you need, to include an instruction manual. And all these parts are supposed to be in the kit. Same thing for our Norwegian sailing pram. And you've got all your parts and everything. So, yeah. And then our Mascongas Bay lobster smack. Maybe I'm saying that right. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. And let's see. Was there something on the back? Oh, this one has something on the back. Yeah. It continues on the back. So, and same thing here for our lobster smack. Yeah, it's Britannia. Britannia Castings. That's what I thought it was right there. So like turnbuckles and row locks and cleats. And what do you know? I may finally learn what these parts are. And brass and miscellaneous fittings. Wood strips and dowels, rigging line, laser cut wood parts. And then that just goes on. And they give you the thicknesses on this stuff so that if you aren't quite sure, I guess, you can always measure it. Instruction manual and a plan sheet. So these are important because they let us know what is supposed to be there. Or I should say probably, what they think is supposed to be there. So these are our manuals. Now we're not going to go in depth in all these manuals. We're going to do that one at a time when we actually start our builds. And of course, I'm going to start with the easiest one because that's what's supposed to teach us how to actually build these. And these are all booklets, and they look to be color booklets. So yeah, we're going to have to do some reading. They've got layouts here. I think these are 1-to-1 scale. Yeah, place spacer under here, so on and so forth. So they give us the name of all of our parts and an introduction. And they tell us all this here about what we're supposed to do, tools and materials. Very well laid out, as you can see. They show us pictures and tell us what we need to do and how we're supposed to do stuff and what the angles are supposed to be, I guess, and what all of it is supposed to look like there. So this is plank on frame. I do know that much. And it looks to be that we have a jig. Yeah, so as you can see, they tell us about everything that we need to do to true everything up. So if we pay attention to what we're supposed to be doing, I guess we should be able to. Now this doesn't look like the clamp that's in the kit, so I don't think that matters, but they even tell us when to paint it, I guess, and how to do things. So that's kind of tell us about glues, so very instructional. So there's the booklet for our dory, our sailing pram. Oh, there's a catalog there on the back of that one from Model Expo. And the same thing for our lobster smacks. So, yeah. More advertisements for you guys that like to say advertisement. I like to say advertisement, so. So next up we have these folded sheets here, and it's going to get bigger than my table. And apparently there's only one. And that's for our lobster smack. It's for rigging and our sails there, and that's it. So this is the only one that's in the whole kit. I would have thought there would have been another one for the sailing pram, but there isn't. So there we go. That's what we have. All right, so you know, that's what comes into this kit. We've got 3 vessels and supposedly all the stuff that we're gonna need to do this. Now, there are always tools that can help you do things better. You don't have to necessarily do things the hard way. I think that I am going to try, at least on the very first build, and we'll see how far we get on the second, to just use the tools provided. Now, if I find a deficiency there where I think you would be better off, or definitely I would be better off doing it a little bit differently, then we'll just make note of that and we'll just keep on building. Now, as you can imagine, building these wooden vessels takes a little bit of time because we're using the yellow wood glue, and well, you got to wait for that stuff to dry. So you can get 1 or 2 planks on, say a plank on the left and a plank on the right, and then you have to wait for that stuff to set up before you can move on. So it is a slow process, and you know there's all kinds of wooden boat builders out there on YouTube, and you can find those guys, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watch them. I just thought that this would be kind of a unique opportunity because I really do want to finish at least, you know, my Mayflower, you know, and then I would also like to, I think, maybe build like the Christopher Columbus vessels as well. That would be nice. But if you have ambitions of building those very large vessels and you're not really a wooden boat builder, maybe this kit, we'll see. We'll see if this kit actually teaches us something and gets our mind thinking along the lines of building wooden ships, because there are differences from building just plastic models. Plastic models, it's already there, it's formed, unless it's warped and we got to straighten it. That's probably the biggest problem that we run into. But these wooden kits are a little bit different. Well, actually, they're a whole lot different, as I learned when I was doing this thing over here. I learned that I didn't know as much as I thought I knew about planking. And so I kind of stopped because I didn't want to ruin everything that I'd done up to that point, you know, and yeah. That being said, we'll see if this teaches us how to actually build wooden boats. I can't imagine it not. I mean, with every single build, you learn something. So is this the easiest way to do it? I don't know. At any rate, don't worry, it's not going to interfere with our plastic bottle building. So these videos are not going to come out at a regular interval. They're going to come out as I get things done. So just keep an eye on. I plan on posting these on Wednesdays, just like this video is. Although don't look for it every single Wednesday, okay? Because if I'm really, like, you know, knee deep in you know, building a Sherman or something like that, it's probably going to take priority. So well, with that being said, I'm looking forward to getting started on this. So we're going to do the dory, okay? So we are going to actually, in the next video that I post about the wooden, I don't know, what should we call this? The Shipwright series, maybe? All right, Shipwright series. That sounds good to me. Well, we'll do that, and we're going to do a complete breakdown and take a look at the actual parts for our dory. I mean, it's not part heavy. However, let's see how everything goes. I can't speculate because I don't know. So you're going to find out when I find out. How's that? All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. Special thanks to all my subscribers, because of you guys I keep making these videos, and I hope that you enjoyed this one. And if you've ever built wooden vessels, let me know. I want to know how many of you guys are experts out there, and you can give me those tips along the way, hopefully. So, oh, and if you're not a subscriber, hope today I earned your subscription. So come on along on the ride here, and let's learn how to build some wooden boats. All right, so you guys stay safe, and yeah, we're going to see you Friday anyway, so